This is Brittany Blackwell, host of the Resilient Teacher Podcast, a proud member of the Education Podcast Network, along with this podcast. Each show on the network is independently owned, and the views expressed may not represent those of other podcasts. For the best education podcast, visit edupodcastnetwork.com.
Listening to the Tech Tools for Teachers podcast, where each week we talk about a free piece or two of technology that you can use in your classroom. I'm your host, Shanna Martin. I'm a middle school teacher, technology instructional coach for my district.
I'm a producer and husband, Fuzz Martin, and each week I tell a pun to quack you up.
Oh, that's cute.
Okay.
So you did think of one.
I did. This one I felt like it was too easy, which made it difficult because I was like, well, it can't be too...
Yeah, you were like overthinking the pun
I was.
of the week.
Yeah. Nice. Because this week we're talking about
ducks.
Ducksters.
We are talking about ducksters. And I was thinking, well, it's a week full of fowl because it is the week of Thanksgiving.
Yes. I need to get this podcast produced so I don't run afoul of my wife. Oh boy.
And there's not many sites out there that talk about turkeys that are not cooking. So instead, we're going to talk about ducksters a little bit.
Duck season, rabbit season.
And it's a short week here in Wisconsin. For many, it's a short week because of Thanksgiving. So it's different in different states or different locations, or like Thanksgiving is different all over the U.S. I grew up in Illinois where Thanksgiving is on Thursday. And so you get Thursday and Friday off. Yeah. Thanksgiving is always on Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah. And you always get Thursday and Friday off.
Yep.
But in Wisconsin, it's a little different because it's also hunting season.
Oh, yes.
And while it's not like, I did not grow up with lots of people hunting. Now that I teach in Wisconsin, lots of people go hunting. So as a school, like we only have school Monday, Tuesday this week because everyone gets Wednesday off because that's a part of hunting.
Yep.
Middle school and high school students are allowed to sign a sheet of paper and you sign off by teachers.
Orange, right?
It's hunting orange and you sign off on it. And then if they're in good standing with the school, like they can go hunting during this week because it's a thing. And I did not grow up with that, but it is very much a thing here in Wisconsin, especially our area and areas around heading north of us as well. So it's just kind of fun. Like this week, it's a short week for us. It's always been a 4-day weekend, but around here, it's a 5-day weekend. So that's kind of fun and something that's what we do here in Wisconsin.
Indeed.
So there you go. Anyway, instead of talking about turkeys, we're talking about ducks.
Yes, enough talking turkey.
See, you couldn't think of one before, and now they're all just going to keep on coming.
Exactly.
As we gobble about our websites. Okay, we've had enough. Okay, so Ducksters. I talked about this site way back when I had to look it up once before, episode 119.
Okay. So over 103 episodes ago.
Which is also crazy that we are on episode 222.
Yeah.
Like I always, So on episode 222.
This show barely looks 150.
We're so fabulous. But Ducksters I actually use all of the time. So I was like, why have I not talked about it more? But I think there's so many cool websites to talk about that I just don't. But what Ducksters is a quick resource. It's helpful for younger students. I do use it with my 8th graders, but it's definitely helpful for early to mid elementary for sure. When they start researching online, it's helpful. It's an easy way to kind of control where your students are at. Like you can go to this site, especially if you have one of those cool, we have there's different things that go on students' Chromebooks where you can control, you can only push out one site to them. Like you can push this one out and it'll have a lot of information. It's really easy to navigate. It's really well organized. So those are all just highlights of Ducksters. But if you go to Ducksters, so the site itself, it's really Ducksters. It's DUCKSTERS.com. And you'll notice across the top, there's cute little ducks.
Oh, you think all those ducks are in the Ducksters Union?
Wow. So there's history, biography, geography, science, and there's games in there. So it's just something to be aware of.
Oh, jokes.
And there's jokes. And so it's just a cool, cute little organized site for research. You can always type in your topic as well. So sometimes I'm not sure if Ducksters has it, and instead of searching through their page, I'll have my students type in like Franklin Delano Roosevelt, Ducksters, and it comes directly to that page.
Oh,
so
sure.
if there's something you're searching a specific person, sometimes that's faster to see if they have it. So pick a topic. We got U.S. history, world history, biographies, geography, science, fun with has joke.
Titanic.
Okay.
No?
No, I bet I mean, I have to, that one I'll have to search. So search Ducksters, Titanic. Okay. There's a little search bar between the upper. There are ads. They're student-friendly ads, but there are ads.
Yeah, this ad here is for Wings of Fire, which our child really likes, right?
So she does, very much so. What I would like to point out is when you pull up search sites, like if you search it, like I just typed it in, it gives you other sponsored stuff. You have to scroll down a little bit. So just note to your students, if they do go through the search bar, other websites will pull Titanic information. But if you scroll down past the little gray box, you'll see U.S. history, Titanic for kids, Ducksters, and then you click on it. And then it gives you history of the Titanic. Talks about, and it's in small, easy to digest information. That's why I really like it for like 3rd grade through 6th grade was probably be like the group that you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
It's little pieces of information, but it's got maps in there. It has like each piece broken down. It's got like explains not enough lifeboats. It shows primary sources, interesting facts about it. And then they do have like a little quiz, and they do have a audio recording, which I appreciate, of that page. And it will go through and read that page to your student, which I like. What I do like about it, even for older students, is they're trying to use AI for everything right now. And my kid's like, I'm just going to look it up on Gemini, which sometimes is fine. Like I have them search things. But when I need them to pull specific information, or I don't want them, this is just easier to read. It's not just a whole like bunch of information thrown at you at once, which I like. It's easy to figure out. Also, if you click on where it says across the page, you've got history, biography, geography, science, games. They give it 2 different ways. If you click on the history page, you scroll down, it gives little symbols, which I appreciate. So if some of your students have trouble reading all of the information, it'll give like ancient Mesopotamia, the Renaissance, ancient Rome, ancient Greece, World War I, westward expansion. And it has each by category. So I'm going to click on westward expansion. And then from there, it breaks it down even further. So California Gold Rush has its own page, Transcontinental Railroad, glossary of terms. It'll give you the information and the definitions. Louisiana Purchase, Mexican-American War, Oregon Trail, Pony Express. And so it'll give you like information about events, and then also gives you people. It's like Daniel Boone, and then Lewis and Clark and Annie Oakley. So it will go through different pieces. It also has the works cited, which I appreciate because I'm trying to teach my students to always like, look where the information comes from. So they have their works cited in there as well, which is great for research. If you are, because a lot of our listeners are not from the United States, you also can go under science and pull up biology, earth science, physics. Let's pull up physics because that seems fun. It goes, what is physics? Gives you an overview. Then it goes into like motion, work and energy, waves and sound. And then once you click on that, there's like a million other choices to pick from. The sound wave gives you the breakdown, mechanical, longitudinal waves, pressure waves, like, and again, has a little quiz at the bottom of the page. And then also there's a recording to listen to the page. So all of these resources are there for students. It's easy for them to understand. There's audio that goes with it, and students can work through this site fairly independently, doing research without you having to worry that there's too much information or they're reading the wrong stuff, because it's just very small summaries and easy to read research information.
Sure.
Which is kind of nice. I know our fourth graders at our school usually do a biography unit. And so they have world leaders, civil rights heroes, explorers, inventors and scientists, artists, women leaders, entrepreneurs, And then they go into historical biographies. There's a whole other collection of them. And you just keep scrolling and scrolling. They have famous pianists and guitarists and violinists. They have athletes. So there's just all kinds of cool information. Like click on Anne Frank. You get background. You get her biography information. You get a little bit of history at the time, like what's going on during World War II. You get a little map to show where she's at. Talks about her secret hideout. Talks about her journal. And it gives all of these different breakdowns. Again, there's a little quiz and there's an audio recording. And then it talks about other women leaders. And then you find more resources at the bottom. So when you're looking at something, like I've had students before, like they're going to search a world war and then it'll give them the breakdown that leads to all the important people at the bottom. And then you can click on their pages that links to more. And it's all the pages that link together with all of the information that you're looking for. So it's really a cool, easy to navigate site for students to research, especially if you want them honed in on a very specific topic and not off on 40 different pages, like pulling different information and then like they can't find where they were and then they can't read it because it's a higher like reading level than their wit.
Yep.
And so it's really helpful.
Excellent.
Are you reading about something?
Yeah, I was surprised to learn how old Martha Stewart was. I thought she was much younger than she is.
Okay.
How old do you think she is?
I think she's in her 70s.
She's 84.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for her.
In fact, I found it in Ducksters and then I had to verify because I was like, that can't be right. Yeah, she looks great. And she's hanging out with Snoop Dogg.
Right.
Yeah.
They're probably going to do a Thanksgiving show at some point.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I love it. And it also gives students opportunities to learn about people they wouldn't necessarily know about. So like in biographies, they have the whole thing about Nellie Bly, which I think her story is super interesting. And it's just something that you don't always like dig up on, you know, she's famous, but not necessarily people talk about her all the time kind of thing. So there's just lots of really cool resources to get kids engaged in research, especially if you're unsure about some of those AI searches out there. There's going to be a lot of information from Ducksters, and it will link again. When you click on the works cited, it will give you links to like where everything came from, which is really helpful as well. So if you're looking for history, biography, geographies, science, did you go into the games or the jokes? I thought for sure you were going to start digging around in the joke area.
I did. I had one. I've clicked off of it since now. So it was a duck related joke.
Nice.
I kind of had wished I had seen prior to the pun today, but it was, what do you call a crate full of ducks? A box of quackers.
Oh,
huh?
Cute.
Huh?
See?
All right.
And there's word games in there. And I know you love a good word game, so you can play waffle with words.
Hey, Shanna, who stole the soap?
Ooh.
The robber ducky.
Oh, cute. So there are games, there are things you can obviously control what your students can do and not do, but everything in there is student friendly and a lot of it is full of learning. So check out Ducksters if you haven't. It's been around for quite some time and it's just a good go-to resource that's easy for students to navigate on their own. It's great to put in a choice board because you can drop it in there and you know they'll find kind of what they need. So
and Ducksters is free, which means they won't bill you.
Oh, so you're just like on a roll now. What else do you have?
Oh. No, I don't know.
That's where we're done.
Yeah.
Fabulous. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. This has been the Tech Tools for Teachers podcast. If you ever have any questions, you can find me on Blue Sky, Threads, Facebook, Instagram at SmartNWI. And if you want to get more information on the links to the technology discussed in this episode, you can visit smartnwi.com. If you'd like to support the show, please consider buying me a coffee or two. Visit buymeacoffee.com/smartnwi or visit smartnwi.com and click on that cute little purple coffee cup. Your donations help keep the show going. New episodes after the holiday. Thanks for listening. Go educate and innovate.
The ideas and opinions expressed on this podcast and the Smart NWI website are those of the author, Shanna Martin, and not of her employer. Prior to using any of the technologies discussed on this podcast, please consult with your employer regulations. This podcast offers no guarantee that these tools will work for you as described, but we hope they do.